something. You had freedom of movement, you paid less tax, and business could trade, trade. In the good old days, remember them? When you paid less tax, business could trade, you had freedom of movement, the good old days, remember them? What could Brexit possibly have gone wrong?
Presume to cross the road, your betters are approaching. Await your betters and hug your fallen.
We all live in a Brexit tragedy, a Brexit tragedy, a Brexit tragedy.
Guess who's paying for that? Us. All of us. And Rachel Reeves today is going to raise some more money. And guess who's paying for that? Yep, you guessed it right. All of us.
Thy betters approach.
Yeah, things are much worse, can they?
And it's not like me.
Hug thy fallen.
We'll get better one day, just not yet.
But we will fix it. Right, okay, so we're here today and it's going to be that spending review and all that sort of thing, so that's the thing that's all big about today, but of course we are also dealing with, well, the big thing about the New Deal with the EU and everything, and yes, of course it's better than where we were, of course it is. It is an improvement, but it is an improvement that just sort of prolongs the agony in a way, because it doesn't really address the fundamentals. And sure, it knocks off some of the sharp edges. Glad about that, not being anything other than glad about that. But we need to go so much further than that if we really want to. The world is getting really, really tough. There's an awful lot of bad actors out there, and we are prattling about with this local little thing that is just cutting us off at the knees. They need to spend more money on the defence, and they do need to spend more money on the defence. So we need more money for defence. Defence is important. You want your families to be defended. And one thing that would give us more money at a stroke would be sorting out, if not perhaps EU membership, but certainly the customs union and the single market. And those at a stroke would improve our economic standing. And if we've improved our economic standing, we've got more money to spend on the fact that we've got Russia at the borders of Europe kicking up. Like, I remember when all of this started, and I used to say, well, a worst case scenario, a very worst case scenario, probably won't happen, but the very worst case scenario is we could have war in Europe again if the EU crumbles. And I was saying at the time, worst case scenario, almost certainly won't happen. And yet now we've got tanks not at the borders of the EU, but at the country that is at the border of the EU. So the Ukraine is basically a buffer between us and Russia. And if Ukraine falls, then we've got Putin at our border there. We've always got Putin at the border of the EU anyway, with Poland and a few other countries. And that is a bad actor who is interested in domination. And if we're going to defend ourselves from them, we need an economy that buys us what we need militarily. And at the moment, that is the crucial thing about our relationship with the EU. We are causing ourselves unnecessary problems financially when we need money to defend ourselves.
No.